Right, so now we wait. Hopefully this thing's working. I have no backup to see whether it's working or not. So we'll just wait till Mama B and everyone gets online. Alrighty, what have we got there? I don't think I've got anything to turn off the thing as well. Right, so let me just check for the other glasses we've got. Hopefully I've got the other glasses in here. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so black. I need to sleep. Can't believe how black my eyes are. I look like I've been punched. I'm just really not feeling the best at the moment, guys. So let me just check. Have we got you here, Mama B? I think we've only got Mama B. Oh, Chatty Chicky, welcome back. Chatty Chicky. Yeah, so we're just going to wait till people start to roll in. It's the same as usual. There is no free readings apart from if I choose to do the star signs. I've got everything written down, ready to do star signs today. I've got my little cup of tea thing here with me. Just the last couple of nights, I just have not been... I've been going to sleep, but I've been having these bizarre different dreams. I had a dream the other night that I forgot to tell Rhonda all about this. So Rhonda, I don't know if you're watching or not, but I'll tell you later if you're not watching. I had this dream that I was at some sort of party at a club, and then everybody was moving to this other location to have like cocktails and drinks, and these people that I don't see like ever were in the dream, and it was very confusing, this dream. Anyway, then my husband was sitting in the corner and this woman was sitting next to him, and they were chitty-chatting about what they were going to drink. Anyway, I went up to them and I'm sort of like, what's going on here? And then the woman said something about that I should drink this particular cocktail thing. And I said, don't tell me what I should be doing. And I started getting really hostile with this woman that was sitting next to my husband in the dream. Then my husband, he just kept sitting back and laughing, like he didn't care about anything. Next thing I know, the woman touched my husband, like put a hand on him, and then she put her head on him. And so in this dream, I grabbed this woman by her hair and I pulled her out of where she was, and I literally threw her to the ground. I started punching the shit out of her, and I said, don't you ever come near my husband. And then I said to her, how do you know him? And she wouldn't tell me, and then finally she said, I know him from work. And I went, of course you do. And I went, and I just smashed the shit out of this woman in my dream, and it was really crazy kind of dream. And yeah, and she had hair like mine, and it was sort of like looking at myself sitting there, but it was not me. It was just really, really weird. And the whole dream, my husband just kept sitting back laughing and didn't care about what was going on. He didn't care about me, he didn't care about her, he didn't care about anything. And then I could hear my family in the background going, oh my God, what's Betty doing? What's Betty doing? And I said, don't worry, I'm sorting the situation out. And I was literally punching, kicking, scratching. I was literally pulverizing this female. So when I woke up, I don't know how long that dream went on for, but I just really felt like I haven't been asleep. And so all of yesterday, I just felt dreadful. That's why I didn't come online. Today, I'm feeling like I haven't slept again, and that's why my eyes are just black. I'm trying to get sleep, but I just feel like I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping. You know what I mean? Like I'm waking up, and a noise will wake me up, and then I'm back to sleep, and then I'm waking up, and then the husband's snoring, and then I'm waking up because of that, or he gets up and goes to the bathroom, and that wakes me up, and then I'm back to sleep. So anyway, I can see, I've got to check the text, what's going on here, who's in the room. Now bear with me today, guys. I do not have my second thing here. Who's paid? Okay, so we've got, welcome to the room, Bethel, hello, welcome back. James, you've donated for 3 minis, I trust you, I'll have a look later. Peggy Sue, welcome to the room. Mama B, can you just let everyone know the information's coming up there about like, subscribe. Super chat readings are $1 or $2 for a yes and no only a very brief kind of thing. If you're wanting details, you need to go across to PayPal and do a donation. So far we've got James who has donated. So James, put your question on the screen. Just bear with me, James, do one question at a time. Or give the questions to Mama B and she'll type them out. Peggy Sue has paid $10 US. Okay, that's for a mid-range reading. Let me just write this down as to who's paid. And Mama B, if you can copy that information there that Peggy Sue has put on the screen, because I do not have something as backup to read the questions. Okay, so we got James with three minis, and then we got a super chat from Peggy Sue. I'm wondering, were you named because of that song, Peggy Sue song from way back in time, Peggy? All right, James, you're first up off the ball. Have we got a question yet? So just bear with me, guys. I'm only seeing the one screen, and when I'm doing a reading, I'm looking down here, so I'm heavily relying on Mama B. Now, everybody, it's Mama B's birthday today, so let's all wish her a happy birthday. I will be doing a birthday reading for her today because she is my moderator. She's been basically my main moderator for a couple of months now. I lost Joanna last year sometime, who's very busy and working all the time, and I lost Rhonda around September, October last year as well. She has popped in from time to time, but basically I've got Mama B, I'm relying on Mama B. So I will be doing a birthday reading as a courtesy to Mama B for her help. Okay, so okay, so first up we've got James with his 3 minis. James, I ended up buying, oh, you bought the car. I sold my car. I sold my car last night and you've bought a car. How crazy is that? All right, Honda Civic, I used to like Honda Civic. The problem with Honda Civic is that they're expensive to fix. Hondas are very expensive cars to fix. The parts on them, like a little screw can be like $20 just for a screw on a Honda. I ended up buying a Honda Civic for under market value. Did I make the right move with this purchase? Okay, so first question is about the car. Let's have a look. Get ready with your next question, and Peggy Sue, Mama B, I need you to just take notice or get ready when I'm on the last question for James. All right, here we go, James. And congratulations on your new car. James has bought a Honda Civic. Is this the right move? How is James going to go with this new car he has? How is James going to go with this Honda Civic that he has just bought? I sold it for under what I wanted, way under what I wanted, but it is what it is. Anyway, here we go. James, how's he going to go with this new car? There's some cars we have here that you don't have the same, like we used to have a Ford Fairmont Ghia. I don't believe you have that over there. I used to love that car. That car was like top of the line. And then I got it spray painted when it had some damage, and the spray painter was not like it used to be and totally ruined the car. I had to get rid of it. All right, James, you may have to pay for some repairs or something that you didn't think about, possibly around August time. So I would be taking that car straight to somebody, a mechanic, get them to go over everything, the brakes, the struts on the car, the bearings. I'm just thinking about the things with my car. If it's manual, the clutch, the gearbox, just get everything tuned and looked at. Things that you might not see till there's a problem are things like the shockies. I know some people, they press on the front of the car like that to see if the shockies are good or not so good. So be prepared for a little bit of more money going out on this car. I do see some sort of stress coming out, unfortunately, about the car. It looks like there may be two problems. One small sort of thing that has to be sorted out, maybe a superficial kind of thing. The other problem looks like it might cost a bit of money. So let's have a look at what's underneath here. Was it one owner, a male, of this car that you bought it from, or was it looks like father and son kind of deal? So I don't know if you bought it from a man who said it was one owner, but actually his son was driving the car around, because it kind of looks like that. Down the track, you will be feeling quite settled with everything, with this purchase that you made, but I do see a couple of stress issues and a repair that's going to be needed. It may have been in some sort of collision or something at some stage. Yeah, so it might be, like I said, there may be a, what are you going to do? Okay, that's your second question there. All in all, it looks like it's a good purchase. It's the thing that you needed, but there will be some repair coming up, so you need to prepare for that. It could happen in 8 days, 8 weeks, or by August. Okay, so there's something to do with 8 there. It may mean the cost of what something's going to be. There's also something where if you think it's going to be $800 to repair, it's more likely $500. So that's a good thing that it's lower. But down the track, it's like where you're very balanced, and you might end up in February next year, you're looking for another car again. So I don't feel that this is a permanent deal, what you've done here with this car. But has it been a right move? I do see you mentally stressing about something that, and I don't think that the person sold you the car knowing that there may have been this problem. I think that there's something that's just wear and tear, and it's going to happen anyway. So let's have a look here and think about your yes and no. We're going to do 3 cards from the top and your yes and no from the bottom, James. So this is just more messages about this car that you bought, James. I can't believe how black my eyes are. Has anybody, James, if you've heard anything about fulvic acid, can you let me know in WhatsApp if you've got any information on that? Because I do know you work with natural remedies and healing and things. But yeah, I've been thinking about buying some fulvic acid and detoxing my system. Anyway, James, this is for you. Top 3 cards is your yes or no. Bottom 3 cards is just more messages about the whole car thing. Okay, here we go, James. Your answer is maybe, no, and then yes. Maybe yes and no. Let's get a middle card. I'm going to give it a yes. So in time, a yes. So you're being told to take it easy, rest, recuperate, look after yourself. You're also being told to emotionally remove yourself from something. And then you've got slow and steady, and then dedicated action and moving forward coming up. Now, if this was to do with work, I would say that this would be working from home, this would be leaving some other sort of job, and then this would be a new job. If this is to do with a car, this is normally where the car needs some sort of healing, some sort of repair. It does look like there's something that was damaged, that was unknown or something, or you might cause damage to it yourself, and then this would be you know, taking time to sort it all out. Bottom of the deck, this is just messages, just to finish this reading. We have the ending of the cycle. We have making the firm decisions about what you're doing. And then we have this barrier card. Limiting yourself, maybe, not exploring something or not listening to what somebody else is saying. All right, let me go back to here. Just bear with me, guys. Like I said, I have not got the other thing beside me with all my questions today. You plan on going to group meditation in Huntington tomorrow, led by Sandy, who's been sort of a mentor to me over the few years. She really was the catalyst for me getting into Reiki. How will this all go? So we want to see how the meditation in Huntington goes with Sandy, did you say? Sandy, yeah. Okay. No, there it is. Thinking, where's that timer thing gone? James is going to a group meditation led by Sandy in Huntington. Show me what James will get out of this group meditation meeting. I wish I was doing something like that. I wish they had something like that on a weekday where I could go and do like a yoga or a meditation once a week while my hubby's playing snooker and I just go and zone out. I'll have to look into that. I just really don't feel good, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so what you got for the first part of the reading? Let me get more. Bottom of the deck. You've got the double red eights here, which is being together with like-minded people, everything feeling really like it's flowing. But that first section there, I keep seeing this in your readings now and again, James. I don't know if it's your dad, your brother. There's something to do with a medical emergency, hospital, something to do with the pelvic area or the digestive system, the lower back even. It's like when you're busy doing something that you enjoy, all the other cards are showing me down here, it's showing me enjoyment and everything working out well, being with people that are like-minded, enjoying yourself. There may be a new friendship that you make through this, going to this thing. The black cards there, it usually means like, an example is somebody's getting married, you're enjoying the food and the wedding, you get a phone call, Dad's gone to hospital, you need to come now. So it's like where something distracts you that's negative, that's happening somewhere else. Now it could be with your own self, that you wake up on the day that you're supposed to go there and your belly's playing up, or you haven't slept properly, like how I'm feeling right now. I feel like going back home, going back to bed. It looks like a new friendship will start. It looks like you'll be with people that are like-minded. There is some sort of business discussion going on with this. Now, the black cards could mean new rules are coming in, and this Sandy knows about it, to do with Reiki or where you're allowed to work, how many hours you're allowed to work, what people you're allowed to work with. So there may be a discussion about new rules that are in place. There may even be discussion about, why don't you finish up there and come and work here with us? So there's something to do with a business transaction going on, but there's also the double eights here. This is a nice surprise coming in. This is pleasure, enjoyment, talking on the same level as this person. Like you said, you feel like she's a mentor to you. That's why we got the double kings here. It's like somebody that they've taught you things, you've learned things from them, but they're also like a boss to you. They're like on a slightly higher level than you. I feel that you might have a discussion with her about that you've not felt that you've belonged in certain places over the last 6 months or so. Like you had this job at body fitness thing, and you had the other job, and how everything sort of like hit roadblocks for you lately. I think that she will discuss things with you about other plans that you might not have looked at. So it does look like it will turn out good. And I'm just thinking that's either something totally different, that's personal, that's something going on with your family or your dad. I keep thinking your dad because of the king sitting there. That's distracting. So let's just quickly look at your questions. We'll do the Lenormand deck this time. So think about 2 questions. One more reading and then we've got Peggy Sue's question. So when I'm working on the next question for James, I'll need Peggy's question back on the board, Mama B. Okay, here we go. James, think about your yes and no. Top of the deck will be your yes and no. Bottom of the deck will just be more messages about going to this thing in Huntington. Okay, so your yes or your no is yes, yes, and yes. So this is a straight out yes here. This is really good energy, James. Best energy you can get in this deck. This is the guy that true of heart, supportive energy. Can be a father figure, can be a husband as well, can be a best mate. You've got key to your success. Your own future is in your own hands about what you do. And this here is some sort of news or invitation that you've been waiting for is finally on the horizon. Down the bottom of the deck, so we got a yes for your question as well as those messages. Your last messages are, you've got 2 options in front of you. This could be work, it could be relationships, it could be new agendas, what you're going to be doing. Could even be a medical thing that you're going to be coming up against. This here would be, don't let the anchor hold you back. Don't be held back by something that's just don't let it hold you back. Now I'm going to show you all of the 3 cards what are following this. Got your wishes, your hopes, your dreams coming true. We've got the soulmate connection sitting right there, and we got the little baby. So I like this energy. It is sort of not there at the moment, but it's hidden. It's sitting there in the background waiting. This nice energy. All of the cards you got just then, apart from the anchor, it can mean that you're holding yourself back. All right, let's look at your next question. Did I see Maisha in the room before? Did I see Maisha's name come up? If Maisha's there, hello Maisha, and welcome back. I seen Bethel, there's Bethel, hello Bethel. And we got Peggy Sue that's made a payment. Okay, I'll have to go out of this and check PayPal in a minute. Okay, you're interviewing with hands-on healing acupuncture next week. Interviewing with hands-on healing acupuncture and massage next week. How will this go? You've always got all of these job interviews. I can't believe it. There's so many jobs available over there. All right, here we go. James is interviewing for hands-on healing, was it? Hands-on healing, I think it was. Live chat. Hands-on healing. James is interviewing with hands-on healing next week. How will this interview go for him? How will the interview go for James? Here we go, James. Well, this is more straightforward than previous job things that you asked about. I'll just get to the hidden thing in a minute. Okay, so it looks like a successful outcome. Every card here is positive. I just don't like this upside down. If this was this way, this is pretty smooth sailing here. I'm just thinking that if this goes as well as expected, this would be where something else finishes for something else to start. I'll just let you see what's in front of me here. So this is the boss, this is the surprise, this is the new beginning, and talking about where you're going. I don't even know if you can see what I'm showing you there, or whether you're looking at my hand or something. This here has something to do with a female, so I don't know if this hands-on healing there, this person's going off on maternity leave, because this is normally somebody that's pregnant, they haven't been coping too well with their pregnancy and they need to leave, so they're looking for someone to do a, what do we call it out here, somebody on maternity leave, they bring other people in while that person's having their baby, looking after their baby. So it kind of looks like something to do with that. Now, if that's not what this job's about, that somebody's leaving on maternity leave, it could be another opportunity that's coming towards you in regards to a job, because somebody needs to go off and tend to themselves for a while. It can also mean a new beginning and working with whoever she is, and it's like a husband and wife team here. It's like brother and sister, husband and wife, a family kind of energy at this new job. So how will it go? Better than expected with these two cards here, talking about financial future and plans, how often you would work there, how would you get there, how are you going to access the place, how long does it take you to get there, how many days a week you would be working there. To me, it looks like a successful outcome and a job opportunity right there. Just a little bit concerned with these two. This can be differences of opinion because we've got 9-9. This can be something they're wanting you can't give, or something you're wanting there it's not available at this time. This here, I'm just feeling like it's for you to take this on, you would end something else to have this. So that might be one of the questions. What are you doing currently? What's your plan? Like, if we give you this job, when can you start? I don't think you would be locked into anything because you've just sort of really just started with what other things you're doing. All right, let's do some of these. Show me James and the interview next week with Hands-On Healing. What's going to come of this interview next week, top and bottom, and then we'll do your yes and no, and then we're on to Peggy Sue. Okay, here we go. Something to do with a female. Okay, now be prepared. This is making a little bit more sense. Okay, so this would represent the boss, the person, the owner of the business. It also could represent you being very direct with what you want, where you're going, what you're doing. I don't know why, there's so many places to sit, and people come and sit right near where I am. This would be something to do with some female who feels like you're taking her place. So be prepared for some sort of animosity or cold shoulder or something like that, because this woman doesn't feel too good about you coming there. And this is you deciding to walk away from emotional attachments in the past. Money could be an issue in regards to this job, and you're looking at all the other options you've got. So you're not just looking at this one particular job, you're looking at some other stuff that's coming up. Like I said, with this meditation thing you're doing, she may actually have some sort of offer for you as well, that you might be considering that. So let's do your yes and no with the Norman. I really don't know why this person had to come and set up right here. It is a Friday and kids are all on school holidays out here, so that could be a problem. Okay, here we go with yes or no, and just some final cards for you, James, and thank you so much for the donation. My apologies to everyone. I have not been posting any videos anymore. I've been contemplating whether to just get in my room and do a recording, star signs for the month, and do some mini yes and no things and put them up on my channel and just see how they go. I've had a lot of requests for this and that, and people that wanted me to look at their star sign and that star sign, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't do well on the channel, and that's why I just didn't do any more of it. Anyway, James, here we go. Yes or no from the top, and 3 messages to finish your reading. Yes or no, we have a maybe in time, we have with some hard work and time, and we have you need more information. So we're not getting an answer. We're not getting a no, we're not getting a yes. You're being told you need to wait, you need to shift your focus, you need to also get somebody else on board with what you're doing, and you need to look more closely. You need to get a vantage point and start to really look into something before you jump. But I can't give you a yes or no there. Bottom of the deck, we've got your message here about you feel like you're stuck at the moment. You're stuck in your love life, you're stuck in your job or whatever. You're trying to get somewhere. Keep trying, keep moving forward. Okay, also we've got this reaping what you sow. So whatever you're putting into your family, whatever you're putting into your job, you will start to see the benefits. You need to cut the anchor butt. It's like you've got yourself held into something at the moment, or someone's trying to drag you backwards. So that's what we got for you, James. Okay, thank you, James. Peggy Sue, let me look at this live chat. Peggy Sue, Betty, can you please do an in-depth reading for the $10? I would only try to donate $1 for a yes or no because I don't have PayPal. I don't know how to return your money either. Like with that super chat thing, I don't know how I can super chat the money back. So yes, I will do a $10 reading. It is a $10 payment on the super chat anyway. It's not like the $12 reading on PayPal, and it's not a $7 reading, which is mini reading. It's sort of in between. So no problems, Peggy Sue. Yeah, so these are paid readings, guys. If anybody's coming into the room, everything that I do on here is all paid. You can do the $1 on the super chat or $2 on the super chat. I need the money. Yes, I do need the money, Peggy Sue, even though I sold my car, but yeah, I'm still not behind the 8 ball. Hey there, Levi, and welcome. All right, so Peggy, here we go. I'm sorry that happened to you, but if you'd paid in PayPal and you only meant to pay like the $1, I think I can, because I'd have your payment details, I could return that money back through the PayPal. But yeah, with Super Chat, I have no idea how you reverse it back. Unless you've got a Super Chat yourself, a channel yourself, and then I go there and then I pay you, but then I'm paying you money that I'm not going to get till 2 months' time. So that $10 you paid me today, what's the date now? I'll probably, if I'm lucky, I'll get that money probably May the 22nd or June the 22nd before I get that $10 you paid me today. And I won't get $10, I'll get about $7.20 or $7, because unfortunately that's what they do. That's why I don't like Super Chat, because they don't pay on the day and they remove 28 to 29% of the money. Okay, so this is going to be a 7-minute setting. Here we go. Okay, so, I better pause that and read your question, hey? So where's the question? You had an argument, you and R had an argument, both said we are done, though we weren't officially as of yet. Will I come back to reconcile? You and R, okay. Show me Peggy Sue, R, the connection, and what's the outcome, and what's hidden. Peggy Sue, R, what's coming. So how's Peggy Sue feel, how's R feel, and what's the connection showing, and what's hidden. Okay, so we're going to do 3 sections and the hidden, and we're going to do 3 sections and the hidden with the tarots, okay? And then at the end of this, we'll give you 2 yes and no's at the end of this as well. All right, here we go. You, him, what could happen, you, him, could happen, you, him. Bottom of the deck. It's very confusing what I'm looking at here. Okay, bottom of the deck is sitting there. Okay, so, I don't know what you can see if I point this down as far as I can. No, it's not really good. All right, here's you and him. This is coming from your point of view. Now, I don't know if a third party was involved on your side or his side, but that means somebody interfered in this connection you have with him. The 2 10s, we got one where you contemplating that it's over, it's done, it's finished, but then you're holding on and you're wanting love and affection. You still love this person. So you're very confused here. And then here, this is you sitting at home by yourself and like saying, what's going to happen now? What am I going to do? And then this here is forced changes that either you're going to have to make or he's going to have to make. That's coming from you. Coming from R, we have somebody who's either ghosting, blocking, or saying, look, you know, just leave me alone right now. They could be talking to some male. R could be talking to some friend or some male that's influencing how he's acting. This is somebody that's basically throwing themselves into work and what they want for their future, what they're going to do about money. This is somebody that says things are done, but it's not a 10. So you're a club 10, he's got a spade 9. If he had a spade 10, that's where he's deciding that this is it, it's finished forever. This is where he's on the edge of that it's done, but then he's sort of looking at what's his responsibilities to you, to himself, to his family, whatever. Here can be wrong crowd, wrong place. It can also represent drugs, alcohol, gambling, something negative, being associated with something negative. Now, what I notice with R is that he has black, red, black, red, black. That's where somebody, yes, I will, no, I won't. Yes, I will, no, I won't. So he's not completely done or whatever. He's saying he is, but then he's saying he's not. So with you, you're sort of like, is this done? What am I going to do now? And then you've got all of this love sitting there not knowing what to do about it. All right, what will happen in the future? Possible things that might happen. This looks like it's quite good. I'll just keep this one down at the moment. This is showing a sudden sort of change that's happened right now with what's going on with you two. But this is you two showing up as connected to each other and a soulmate connection and love connection. It's not showing a reconciliation at this time, but it is showing that this is some sort of discussions that might happen between the two of you to try and mend this problem. We still have this negative energy here though at the same time, showing maybe somebody else interfering with, it wouldn't be right for you to open up to this person, or it wouldn't be right for him to open up to you, or whatever. Like there's some sort of confusion there. What's hidden at this time with the two of you? There's some sort of male influence either around you or him. There's this need to just be free and have some fun and enjoyment. The relationship is showing a black 2, but it's not a black spade. And then we've got the 4, which is 2, 4, 6 in red, is two people together in harmony. The 2 is basically showing one person's trying to keep the relationship going, the other person's not even trying. So somebody's trying, somebody's not trying. The 4 is there is still something holding you two back together. And there's also something to do with money, property, house, rent, family. There's something you share, financial kind of stuff that you share with each other that keeps you connected in some way. But this is showing me somebody that's trying to be truthful with how they feel about everything. And then this is showing me wanting to just play the field and be with the guys and have a good time. I'm not seeing any other woman influencing anything. I'm not seeing any affair kind of stuff going on, but I am seeing that somebody talks to him or somebody talks to you, and it causes this idea of what should be. You know, like somebody else saying, oh, she's no good for you, you know, you could get somebody else, or somebody saying that to you. Forget about him, let him go, you could do better than him. So I feel like there's some sort of influence on the outside. Now, your main question was, would this reconcile? Will it come back together? I do see there's a possibility for that, but I'm not seeing the straightforward reconciliation cards in front of me. So let's just see. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to reconcile forever. It just means within the next couple of months, there's not really a reconciliation sitting there, but there's still an attachment between the two of you. So let's just see them in this sequence here. We're going to do 3 from the top, 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom. That's going to be you, him, the situation, you, him, the situation. Okay, so here we go. This is for Peggy Sue and R and their relationship. What's going to happen here? Hopefully, fingers crossed, we see reconciliation here. You are drumming up all sorts of ideas in your mind about why he's done this, what's going on. You're doing this to yourself at the moment, so try and focus on what's positive at the moment. What can you move forward with? Can you go to work and just sort of keep yourself busy? But yeah, you're doing a lot of your own mind bending going on. He's showing up as the free and easy, I want to go on a journey kind of card. The relationship needs rescuing. You will do some sort of fast forward movement about what you're going to choose. He's getting stronger with what he wants, and the outcome with the two of you is showing a mothering, gentle sort of healing approach there. It can mean that his mother, your mother, some sort of supporting energy helping this situation. Bottom of the deck, we have where you need to heal and take time out from this and just be you. He's showing up as the little boy who needs to grow up, and the relationship showing that it might go down a different direction now. Let's just shuffle what's left and see what's hidden. Show me what's hidden. Show me 3 cards about what's hidden for Peggy Sue and R's connection. What's hidden between Peggy Sue and R? And then next we're doing your yes and no. There is some other person here. This is where somebody's working at the relationship, somebody's not working at the relationship, and somebody's working together with each other. This is usually a new friend, a new job, new things going on. This here is firm decisions being made either by you or him. And then this here is what's hidden about this relationship is the love connection. That's usually like, let's take this to the next level with each other. So these cards are quite confusing about what's hidden in this relationship. It's like, this could be you. You want to work at it with him. You've made your mind up that you want to fix this and you want to take it back to a strong level of love and affection. Bottom of the deck, this time we have balance needs to happen. This was meant to happen, what's going on right now. You've got the karma wheel here. And then we've got making a choice in the future is coming up. So being that this is your reading, this is how you're going to deal with all of this. Now you could simply have, while this person has walked away, this R has walked away, somebody else might walk into the picture for you. If that is somebody new, it looks really solid and nice. If it's him returning, it looks like it will pick back up again. But nothing showed me a solid thing that would mean a reunion between the two of you or reconciliation at this time. But this reading could all change in the next 2 weeks or so. We could do the same reading again, and it's different messages coming out because things will change. All right, so let's do your yes and no. You get 2 yes and no. No, I can't see comments. I can just see that comment and now that's disappeared. Let me just go to the chat. What are we saying up the top here? I don't see any comments from you. Okay, I also have a gift I tend to send him that he hasn't received yet. Please look at least the 2 comments. He knows you slept with someone, but we haven't spoken in over a month. He was willing to still work things out with me. It was the argument. Okay, so the third party was around you. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm seeing there. I was picking up on that third party. I wasn't really picking up on anyone sleeping with anyone because I didn't have cards in front of me to say that, but that's not the question I was asking about, was somebody cheating or whatever. I was looking to see if you two would come back together. Now, being that there was somebody with you and you have discussed that and you were trying to work that out, like I said, that bottom of what's hidden there could literally mean you going off with somebody else and that growing in strength. but it didn't look negative, like you will never come back together with R, and it didn't look like there's going to be any solid plans right now to do something with him. Okay? I do feel there will be some sort of discussion coming up about what sort of future there's going to be in regards to you two. Now, threes could simply mean friends, that you will be friends in the future. Anyway, let's see. This is yes and no, so you get 2 yes and no's with this, as well as last messages for your reading. Peggy Sue has 2 questions. Top of the deck is her first question, bottom of the deck is her second question, plus any messages she needs to hear today. Okay. First question, we have a yes, no, and a yes. Okay, so the first question is more of a yes. So if you are asking, will we come back together? Yes, in time you will. There will be some sort of coming back together. If you ask, will I get that job? In time you will. Okay, so when I see 2 yeses, not 3 yeses, to me it means that in time something will happen as a yes. So your messages to finish off on this particular area is going on a journey now. This could be a journey within yourself. What do you want? Because if you went with somebody like you said, what was broken between you and R for you to need that in the first place? Okay, you've got to ask yourself that. Here we've got secrets that are still hidden. There's stuff that needs to come out, maybe from R, maybe from you. And here you're being told to ground yourself and focus on your financial future, what you're going to do now. Focus on the things that don't hurt, and build for the future. It is, these 2 cards are like going on a holiday or getting something out of your system. Bottom of the deck, we have a yes, and a being a little bit lost. So again, we've got a yes, but with a delay to it. You're being told to pick and choose your battles. You're being told to get yourself out of the maze and work with what's real, not what's a fantasy. You also got some sort of commitment that you will be making with somebody or to yourself. You'll be doing some sort of agreement thing, and you have the key to your own success right there in front of you. So you will be successful with something. I like your future prediction cards for you personally. They're showing like you're going to be happy and loved and all of that anyway. So I'm not sure if it's R or somebody else coming in. Anyway, that's you. Now, were we done? Did anybody else do donations? I'm just going to go and check everything. Okay, am I back? Can everybody see me and everything? Just let's wait till it's back on board. I can see the text coming up. When I went out into the PayPal, I think it stopped this, it froze it. Video's all back. Okay, is Bethel in the room? Bethel. Just waiting to hear. There's Acel. Welcome back, Acel. Bethel, you're here. Okay, so we're looking at male, and he D. Is D the letter D? D for dog. Okay, you want to know what he's wanting from you. All right. So where's my thing? All right. Okay, Bethel. Here we go. Okay, Bethel, so we're going to look, I'm just going to put 7 cards that represent D, where he's at, what he's doing, what his connection to you is, and what the outcome is, and what's hidden as well. So I just put 3 rows to represent D and his connection to you. So what's this D? Can I have a star sign for him? What's his star sign so I can say D the Scorpio or D the Cancer? What's this guy's star sign? Bethel. Let me just pause it until I have a star sign on this guy. Yes, a cell. I seen a donation coming in. I'll check that in a minute. I've just paused the clock for Bethel. I'm waiting on a star sign. Aries. Okay. Oh, well, happy birthday to him. And everybody in the room, it is Mama's B's birthday today. Okay, here we go. The Aries starts with D. Bethel wants to know, show me what's his intentions towards her, what's going on with him, and what's his intention, what's he wanting with Bethel. It does sound like he took them and then returned them, the key thing. First card's out is showing about some sort of deception here, some sort of sneaky deception, but then this is showing him, you, and conversations and happy and doing the right thing. But he's looking at something he's done. He's looking at what he's done. Okay? You're looking at what he's done as well as the good things about him. So it's nice energy. It's changing from this negative energy. So show me this D, the Aries again. 7. Okay, this energy here is where you have a discussion with this person, and it's like where somebody tells you everything that they know you want to hear. Not necessarily that they're really going to do that or produce that. So I don't know what you're seeing, but this down here, this is what you want to hear, this is what's the reality. So what's his intentions? I'm wondering why the other female is in this. There's 3 females coming out here. So the top section is him and you. The next section is you and some other female. And you and her, possibly you find out something from her, or she found out something about you. I don't know who she is in relation to him or you. She could be on his side of things or she could be on your side of things. All I see is where you already made up your mind that whatever this connection was, it wasn't what he's saying it is. Then it's like someone presenting you with this wonderful version of how things could be, that this person feels love, affection, whatever. And then I just see where it's not. It's like something that's wrapped up in gold, but inside it's not. It's not what this person's showing. There's something not right here. So let's see the bottom of the deck. A relationship won't work with this person. The final card is showing no relationship, no friendship, because there's somebody else interferes in this. You're pretty much done with this connection here. But this is showing going places, sharing chit-chat, talk. So if he's happy to just have you as some sort of connection where you might meet up once a month, have something to eat, touch base, that would work. That would be good intentions. Maybe that's his intention. But it looks very opposite and hidden. We got red 3, we got black 3. We got red 8, we got black 8. We got red 10, we got black 10. So it's like being presented with something that looks fantastic, but being presented with something that's not fantastic. Let's have a look at tarot. It's not looking like somebody that's saying let's reconcile, let's be back together or whatever. It's looking like somebody that wants to, it's almost like somebody that wants to work with you, somebody that wants to get a business happening with you and earn money with you, and let's go out and buy things for people, let's go and do things in groups, or let's join a club together. It looks like he's sort of working on doing things that you like doing, but for how long? Okay, so let's just see. D, the Aries, in Bethel. This Aries character, this male, what's his intentions towards Bethel? What's going on here? It could be that he comes in with some sort of nice intention, and then there's a blow up there and you're like, leave me alone or whatever, and then there's a reconciliation of some kind. Let me just see if you're saying anything here. The chat doesn't stay on the screen. It's bloody terrible. All right, no, there's nothing there. All right. Okay, so we're just doing this in his intentions right now, what he might be doing and what the outcome could possibly be. Okay, Bethel, I know that you read cards yourself, so this is his coming in intentions. Victory and success, talking the truth, stating what he wants, some sort of offer, friendship, love, food, drinks. Nice, right? Nice. What's coming towards you from him, or what could happen? Five of Swords, emotional detachment, walking away. 3 people involved if you look at this card. 3 people. There's you, him, and who. 2 people walking off together with the other person. This could be you saying no thank you and walking away. And this here, 7 of Swords, don't like the card, followed by 3 of Swords. 2 cards of betrayal, lies, deception. So this is, I'm asking what's his intentions towards you. It could be, like we've got 3 swords here, 5, 7 and 3. Really don't like it. But then we've got holding on. His intentions are just to hold on. He doesn't want to let go of things. Could be a financial thing for some reason. Could be where if he's with you, he's got more money when he's with you, or something that you own that he thinks is partly his or something. But that could just be an emotional holding on, not wanting to let you go. Then we got the devil. So he's going to tempt you with, what is it? You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Something like that. It's better to use honey than vinegar. But yeah, there's some sort of temptation going on. But then we've got this King of Cups. We got, I'll be here, I'll do the right thing. So we've got 3 cards that are nice. We've got an ending card that's nice. And then in the middle, we've got this crap. Bottom of the deck, we have, I feel this is your energy. You're going to say, I'm going to do this my way, because we've got the 7 of Wands here now. So I think that you're going to need to keep the boundaries between you and him. You're going to have to assess what is true, what's not true. Even with him opening up, he might be telling you 50% of what's true and covering something else. But yeah, there's some sort of stubborn behaviour there, but it's also telling you there's possibly a tower on the horizon because of memory lane. And again, there's another 3 sitting there. I think that he comes in with good intentions to start with. I think that he's telling you what you need to hear. He's telling you what you want to hear. He could be playing a game with you with this Page of Cups, offering you, you know, it's like somebody saying, oh, when we're together, we're going to have $1 million. But the truth is, when you're together, you're going to have $1,000. You know what I mean? It's like the offer. He comes in with this victory, and I'm truthful now. I'm telling you the whole truth, but I've only got this to offer at the moment. And then when I look at the offer, it just looks like pain, suffering, negative energy. Now, this could be how you're feeling about him, that you don't trust him, or you don't want to go back down that track, or you could be hiding stuff from him now. You could be not telling him what you really want or whatever. Okay, so let's just do some more messages from here. Now, I'm going to put these into 3 piles for the detailed reading. So we're going to do more messages from here, but we're going to do 2 lots of yes and no. So just focus on that, Bethel, and thank you again for your donation today. Okay, so we'll put this in 3 piles. Bethel's got 2 questions, as well as what other information does she need to know about this Aries character? Show me more about what could happen. So 3 piles will be now what's coming and what the outcome is, as well as your yes and no's. So we'll do your yes and no's first. First question is a yes, yes, and a yes. Okay, so your first question is yes. The second pile is just for messages. Second question from the bottom, taken from the bottom actually. Second question is a maybe, and a no. So don't like the energy in these cards, do like the energy in those. So let's see. So this is your final messages now on this whole thing with this Aries. We have messages coming in that you like, that you've been waiting for. Learning from the past, learning from the mistakes. A lot of desire going on here. So he's got desire for you. He sees you as beautiful, attractive, sexual, all of that. So nice energy here. This is fantastic. Then what I haven't looked at yet, the middle pile. What have we got here? This is nice energy as well. There is some sort of bridge that needs to be fixed here, a gap that needs to be fixed. We also have feeling contented and happy at home, and then we have the mothering energy. Now, this is you coming out as 2 different people. So this is your desire side, this is your attractive side, this is fertility side. They're both fertility sides. This is more mothering, nurturing, and looking after yourself and others. Okay, so all nice messages there. Last part of the reading, which I don't like. We've been told you need to look more closely, and there is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Basically, this is the sly fox. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. There is a fox amongst you. You just need to look more closely. And then this also is kind of like the spine card. It's the Tower, but if you look up Lenormand deck and the Tower, it's not like Tower of Destruction. It's more like where you climb up high and you start looking at all what's real and what's not real. So don't get conned by the fox. Make sure you keep your eyes open and keep your ears to the ground. Anyway, that's what we have for you, Bethel. Hopefully that's helped you in some way. Me personally, with what I've seen there in that reading, I wouldn't be opening up too much to this person too soon. I would just take it a little bit easier. Okay, I think up next we had another donation came in. Let me just check what's going on here. Acel paid for a question, yes and no. Okay, now my camera's probably going to shut down for a minute. Yes, you can, Alyssa. I've only been online for just over an hour. I'm planning on getting offline maybe in the next about 30 to 40 minutes, so I'm still online. G'day there, Angelica. Welcome to the room. I've just got to, it'll probably freeze while I go and check PayPal what's going on. Okay, so that was Bethel. Detailed. Okay, let me just go and check what's going on. When you pay next time, the $1 donation is $1 US. It's come in as $1 Australian dollar, so I don't know if you did pay $1 US and they took off half of it. That's not usual that happens, but maybe they've got a set fee for what they do. But yeah, anyway, this is a quick, very, very quick. You want to know if you and Ali Beck will reconcile. This is a yes and no. For Acel, Acel would like to know, will Ali Beck and Acel have a reconciliation? Will there be reconciliation for Asian? Will there be reconciliation for Acel and Ali Beck? we've got 2 maybes and a yes. So we haven't got a no in here. At the moment, the relationship's a little bit lost. It's like you're running around in a maze. Over here we do have the husband, boyfriend, the solid character. This is the yes here about some sort of reconciliation coming back together, but we have where at the moment you're on this bridge here, this journey here, and you're trying to get over here, and it's not obtainable at the moment. So you've got 2 cards showing where you're trying to find a way to bring it back together, and then you've got 1 card showing of it being back together. So bottom of the deck we had a no, and then we had the sun shining that down the track. So I'm getting more of a reconciliation is in the distance. I'm not saying that no, it's never going to happen, but I just see that at this time, it's not going to happen at this time. And that kind of reading, it's very mini, very quick, and I've always believed that readings, even when you get a detailed reading, they last for the longer the reading, I feel like, the most you're going to get out of it. I have had people say that things happened over 12 months for a 1 hour long reading, a private reading. But usually with these mini kind of readings, it's kind of stuff that's fairly quickly. So we'd look at this question again probably in another couple of weeks. But at the moment it's showing there is a chance for it, okay? I'm going to say there's a chance. I'm not going to say yes, definitely. I'm not saying no, but I'm going to say there's a chance for reconciliation. Okay, what have we got next, Mama B? Live chat. So what did Peggy pay now? What was this one? Will like the gift I already prepared. Let me just go backwards. Okay, there it is there. Oh, so this is a $1 yes or no. Will the Aries will like the gift I prepared to send him. I will leave a note that he doesn't have to contact me because this was planned before the walking away. Okay, so will like the gift. Okay, so this is a $1 yes or no. Okay, so Peggy did a $1. Somebody else said they were paying for a reading. I haven't seen it come up yet, but somebody else came in. I think it was it Alyssa? I think Alyssa's going to go to PayPal. All right. And then Mama B, if Alyssa hasn't paid, we will do your birthday reading, okay? So I'll just write that down that we're going to do Mama B's birthday reading. And you'll also still get your yes or no question, Mama B, for today, for what you're doing. All right, so, this is a yes and no. What am I doing? All right, yes and no. We'll use these ones for you. Okay, Peggy wants to know. Will, he's not the Aries, is he? That was for Bethel. Will like the gift that Peggy has prepared for him before they did the walking away thing. Will like this gift that she has prepared for him. Okay, we've got a mountain card, which means it could cause him some stress that you've given him something. He is an Aries. Okay, sorry. This is where he doesn't want to talk, doesn't want to do anything. I know you said you're going to leave a note to say that he doesn't have to contact you or whatever, but he's going to feel that he needs to contact you. So he's going to create some sort of problem. And then we got a snake here. So it's not that he doesn't like the gift. I feel that he is not wanting a gift at this time. This is 3 kind of negative cards. I'll shuffle the other deck just to see what I get. Is the Aries, because it may have got confused with what I was saying, because I said, it's not an Aries, that's Bethel. Is going to like this gift that Peggy has prepared for him, even though they're not together. will like the gift that she is giving him. Like, even though I seen that in the cards, like the mountain and everything, I felt it as I was thinking about it. I thought that if I'd broken up with somebody and I was the one that did it, and then they come and give me a gift for my birthday and everything and say, oh, you don't need to contact me, it would put me in a weird place. Me personally, that would put me in a strange place. Not that I don't like the gift or whatever, it would just be strange. Anyway, let's see. Will he like it? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Okay, so the gift itself, he will like it. I just think that these came out because he'll wonder about the intentions and that. He doesn't want to get into it. He doesn't want to talk or have an argument or whatever, and it just sort of makes him a bit uncomfortable about things. But the actual gift itself, will he like it? Yes. Okay, I'll get a yes on that. You were going to what? What is it? You're going to mail it, you're long distance with him. Okay. All right, so somebody just paid me on PayPal. Let me go and check papers whenever I go out. Okay, thank you, Alyssa. So you just want a general reading. You don't have any questions you want me to look at. I'm just going to get some cup of tea while you just type what it is we're looking at. You said anything as well while I was out off the page? Live chat. Okay. Oh, Peggy, you have another yes and no? Okay, sorry. We'll go on to... Peggy donated for a second one. Okay, what's the second question then? This is cold. Yuck. Okay. Well, R and I... Oh, you want to know if you and him... Well, obviously, if you get back together, you want to know if you will eventually end up married. It's a big call. These are like really short questions anyway. If R and Peggy get back together, will they end up married in the future? Okay, I'll just put that you did another one there too. If Peggy and R, will they end up married in the future? Will R and Peggy end up married in the future? Or are the Aries and Peggy end up married in the future? Okay, here we go. The third card out is the actual engagement to people that are committed to each other. This here is about time. Like, this is like burdens and heavy duty worrying, thinking, all of that. It's not a no, it's not a yes, but that's a yes, and it's actually showing me engagement. This is showing me there's a lot that's got to happen before that would even get there, and this is showing me that you've got to wait. It's not telling me yes or no. There's only one card saying yes, and two cards saying not at this point. But then that's saying yes. Bottom of the deck, let's just quickly check. We have a journey, a yes, and a yes. So at the bottom, which is in time, we do have a straightforward yes that you would potentially go into a solid relationship with each other. You've even got the key to that romantic relationship. You have some sort of financial gains and success there, and you have the journey that you would go on. If this came out at the top, I'd have to say that it was probably yes. But you've got these two that come out that are saying maybe, and this is saying it's a hard road to get there. And then this is saying this is the commitment. So anyway, that's what I get at the moment. But like I said, when we do yes and no and that and $1 kind of readings, they're really kind of brief, and that's something quite intense. You're talking about a solid relationship. You're not even together at the moment. You've gone separate ways. So it's a pretty full-on kind of thing you're asking there. Okay, so now we're doing Alyssa. You don't really have any questions in particular, just an energy coming towards you or around you. You paid the 13 and it charged you what? It charged a fee of $2 plus US. It's weird. Fee of $2 plus US. Maybe that's a $10 minute read. No. If you've paid me that, that's fine. Because I do have a $10 reading. So if you pay me $10, it will take money off it. I don't know why PayPal is doing that at the moment, because they, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully they didn't charge you any fee for the 1 cent, because it said 1 cent to me. It put 1 cent in my account, and then it had the money for the $12 US or $13 US, whatever it was. So don't worry about that, that's fine. We're going to do a full read on you. So you just want to know general messages about what's going on. Okay. Alright, let's get cracking. So this is a detailed for Alyssa, and if we don't have any payments between now and when I finish this, Mama B, you're up next with your birthday reading finally, which I was going to do first, but everybody started paying straight away today, which is great. Great. Here we go, Alyssa. What's coming towards Alyssa? Okay, that's coming towards you straight away. Let's see why that jumped out. That can mean somebody being sneaky. It can mean nighttime. It can mean confusion. So we'll just see why that jumped out. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Here we go, Alyssa. E-L-I-S-A. I've been doing things differently now. For years and years and years, I would do the name 3 times from the top. Now I'm doing 2 from the top and 1 from the bottom, just for that extra sort of look. Wow, Alyssa. Some negative things here, but some pretty damn good things here as well. I'm best off holding them up instead of moving the camera about. Okay, so your first row, as I said, you had the Jack of Spades jump out. So the first row, if I turn them around, I can actually read them from what I'm looking at on the screen. So what I'm seeing here of general things that might be coming, we'll focus on a health-related things first through these sections. This could be an illness that's within your parents, or it's something hereditary. There will be some sort of healing and mending going on, and then making the right choices. So this would be, let's say that your mother has diabetes. This would be where she's been doing the wrong thing, eating chocolate, eating sweets, whatever. This would be where she shapes up and does the right thing because possible something that happens, and you have to make a change. So it could be a medical thing that you have, it could be a medical thing going on somewhere else. If we look at this to do with work, this is where you feel that you're being put in charge of things that are not really your responsibility, or school if you're doing schooling or anything like that. This is where you start to make a plan, you start to learn something new. You could be within work and that you could be looking at some sort of pay rise in the future, but it's definitely going from 4 to 6, which means it's, if you're getting $400 a week, you're going to get an extra 10% or something like that. There is something coming to work to an end with work as well. That black 9, it can mean that you go into work and they say the job's finishing next week. So there's some sort of sudden ending to do with work. The other way of looking at this is something to do with parents, parenting. I don't know if you're a parent, Alyssa, or this is talking about your own parents. There's something, one to do with health and one to do with like some sort of injury. It can be mental sort of issues and stress and depression and things like that going on. Now, tying in the Jack in with this. If it's a medical thing, it would be pain at night or something that's going on at night. Like using the example of diabetes, this would be somebody sitting around at night eating chocolates and sweets and doing it behind people's back and then saying, I don't know why my sugar's high, and then they're doing this in private. If it's to do with work, it's like night work or something that happens suddenly overnight. Anyway, that's what we got in the first section. The second section I'm looking at of what might be coming towards you, this looks more like some sort of up and down journey you're going on here with people. You may be coming to an end of the rainbow with some sort of job, or you might be selling a car, you might be selling a house, you might be buying a new business. It's like something's coming to an end and something new's established. There could be renovations going on in your house, you could be moving house. These are things you've planned, personally planned for your future. Future financial plans are looking good. There is some struggles along the way. There is somebody you need to cut out of the picture. Now, this could be a friend or a family member where it's like one of those things. If it's a family member, it's somebody you need to spend as little time as possible with this person. It's something that could try and bring you down, because if I remove the two black cards, this is happiness, celebrations, possible wedding, birthday parties, all really nice things going on. But the two black cards are sort of interfering in the middle. Okay? It's not really showing me about relationships though. It's showing me general friendships and family connections there. Your bottom row is actually showing me about a relationship. This is a solid relationship. There's you at the beginning of the reading here. There's some sort of heartfelt emotions going on and some sort of connection to somebody else. If you're single, Alyssa, I can't remember whether you're single or in a relationship. It doesn't really matter. It just means you've got a bond here with somebody. It does look like a romantic bond, but it doesn't have to be. Over here, something is dead in the water here. This is where you are being asked questions and you're deciding to shut somebody out, or somebody's doing that to you. So you've got two very different energies here. Now, if we look at this in medical terms, this could be something to do with speech or movement. So the legs, the feet. So a medical kind of sickness or something could be affecting speech or movement. And an injury as well. So medically speaking, there could be some sort of medical thing going on that affects that. The other way of looking at it is you're going to have some sort of new beginning and sign contracts to do with ending a job and starting something else. Okay, so yeah, you've got a couple of different things going on there. Let me just see if you're saying anything. I'll just pause the clock. Is anything being said on here? Because it doesn't show me the text. I've got to keep going back. Hey there, Chris. Welcome back. It's Mama B's birthday today, Chris, so let's all wish her a happy birthday. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Alyssa. This is just general messages about what's coming towards you, Alyssa. What's coming towards Alyssa? I sold my car, Chris. Didn't get what I wanted for it. An extra grand would have been really nice, but it wasn't going to sell for that. Anyway, it's gone now, and now I can pay off all the debts that I got into. Here we go, Alyssa, what's coming towards you? Okay, Alyssa, the cards are liking to jump out for you today. You do have some sort of invitation. Now, this could be an invitation to a college, a university. It could be a job. There's something coming towards you. It looks like, even though that card represents slow-paced, things will happen in their own merry time, it did jump out on the floor. So something you might be thinking is going to take a lot longer may happen quite quickly. Like Mama B, for instance, she wants to move. She thinks she's going to be moving June, July. If that dropped out on the floor like that, she's probably going to move in May. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's see what we've got for you. Unfortunately, we got some negative cards coming out here for you. Not so bad. Okay, now I can't remember, Alyssa, and forgive me for my ignorance. I do a lot of readings, but did you lose somebody? Because I've got something here that indicates somebody in spirit. We got some sort of thing that couldn't be avoided. It's all over and done with. It happened. It didn't matter what you said, what you did. It had to happen. I feel like it's some sort of loss, and this would be the messenger trying to connect with you. Now, it could be something to do with an earth sign energy, somebody that you know that's in spirit that was Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, or it may be that you are one of those energies and they're trying to connect with you. We have where you're going to be doing some planning. Don't get stuck in procrastinating or over-examining a situation. Just make your plans and move forward. I do see you standing on your own 2 feet and being strong. I do have some sort of mother-child kind of energy going on here. Medically speaking, this would represent something that happened like that. You know, an accident, a heart attack, a stroke, or something quick. Then this would mean making changes for the future and medical intervention. This would represent getting a second opinion, getting something changed. It's a good outcome, by the way, for you or for whoever this is pertaining to. What's coming towards you soon? We do have the Sun and this King of Clubs here now. This could represent a new job, a new beginning. It could represent some relationship growing and being stronger. Okay, no problems, Chris. And then here, unfortunately, we do have the Devil. I think the Devil is Capricorn. Am I correct on that? Is it Capricorn or... Let me see. Scorpio is Death, and is this Capricorn? Anyway, Mama B, you know all the star signs and the cards. I'm pretty sure it's Capricorn. Normally I have my piece of paper with me that tells me what star sign is which. Yeah, so you could just be dealing with that particular star sign. But yeah, this can be something very tempting. I wouldn't cross the line on that. It could be that you're busy having a good time here with whatever this is, and something's going on in the background here. I just don't like that it's sitting in the background like that. What your outcomes over the coming months might be. Something's finally coming to an end. You may feel a bit defeated by it all. It can represent a type of depression or sadness or withdrawal going on there. You also might need to be careful of finances in the coming weeks or months. But this also can represent you deciding who's deserving of your time, or somebody's not giving you enough energy at this time. You are holding on to something a little bit too tightly. It could be an old emotion, it could be a person, it could be a job, but you are quite stubborn and holding on to something. What's hidden that you might not know is stubborn behaviour, defensive behaviour, and putting walls up. But this could also tell you that pick and choose your battles and make sure you keep your boundaries in place with people. You also need to trust in your intuition, so something will be telling you something, you need to listen to that. And you will be quite strong, and healthy card is on the horizon for you. So if you have had health-related matters, it does look like it's going to do a turn for the better, not the worse. Okay, let's quickly do your yes and no. I have gone over time with this one. Okay, so top and bottom of the cards will be your yes and no. 2 questions, yes or no. Just think about them. Alyssa, you don't need to do anything, and I'll just write down. Chris is having a detailed April reading. Oh, Devil is Capricorn. Okay, so I got it right. Someone once told me that their star sign was the Devil, and they said you always can remember because of Capricorn has got the horns, and the Devil's got the horns. So I'm thinking, but is it Taurus? Because Taurus is the bull, and the bull's got the horns. So, all right, here we go, Alyssa. Let's finish this one off. Yes or no for your first question is a yes. Second question is is a yes as well. These are really nice energy cards for you, Alyssa. Okay, so you may be taking a chance on something. It may be gambling. Now, I don't tell people to gamble, especially if you've got a gambling problem. But if there is some car going on, you can buy a ticket to win a car, or if there's some big lottery on the weekend and somebody says, do you want to have shares in our ticket? You've got to pay $10. I'd say take a chance on it because you've got the money card there. So you've got a gambling and a win. So there's some sort of gambling and a win here. Now, it could be that you win $20. It doesn't mean you're going to win $1 million or anything like that. You're also being told that there's something success coming up to do with money, finance, or medical success. You're also going to find that direction that you need to go in. Your last cards, your second question was a yes as well. This one here, we have following your dreams and your wishes. You have some news coming towards you again. So I don't know if this is the same thing or whether this is an invitation or whatever. I've got the hiccups now. This here could be a new beginning for you, a new birth. Could be somebody telling you we've had a baby, we're having a baby. It could be a new job or a new relationship. So there's something new going on and you're getting news about it. All right, anyway, that's Alyssa. Okay, so what are we doing next? We're doing, I don't really need to go and check it. I know that when Chris does payments, they're always there. A full general read for the remainder of April. Okay, Crystal, we'll do that, and then we're doing Mama Bees, and I think we might shut everything down now. What time is it? I've paid for my lunch 3 hours ago. So I said to them, just put it over there and I'll come and pick it up when I'm ready to have it. So I'm going to go and sign out and have lunch. So I'm going to do Crystal's reading and then I'm going to do Mama B's reading for her birthday. Mama B, are you okay with me doing your readings on WhatsApp? And I'll just do Chris's now and I'll finish up and I'll just do yours privately through WhatsApp for your birthday. Are you okay with that? If you want me to do it here and now, that's fine, or I can do a quick yes and no while you're here and I'll do your other one later. Because I won't be leaving, I'm just going to go and get lunch and then I can still, from the club, I won't go on live, but I can do your reading from there. But anyway, let's work on Chris's while you work out what you want to do. Chris's reading, here we go. Alright. Okay, here we go. Crystal. What's coming towards Crystal for the rest of April? Okay, we'll do WhatsApp for you, thank you. Can you girls just put the crosses across the screen that I'm finished now, no more donations, no more today? I can't turn off the super chat thing or anything like that because I haven't got the iPad. Show me what's coming towards Crystal. I don't know where to tip this tea out. I'll probably tap it back into the flask because it's stone cold. C-H-R-I-S-T-A-L-E. What did I used to call you? I used to call you Cristal. Cristal, because of the way you spell it. It sounded really exotic and French or something. Cristal. Cristale. Oh, and you match the name anyway because you're so beautiful. Alrighty, Crystal, for the rest of the month, I'll just show you what I've got here. Alright, so let's focus on work first. Work-wise, we do see some changes going on in and around work. There's some discussions and some meetings going on with you and another female, maybe two females are having discussions with you. There's some sort of new responsibilities coming up that you're really happy to do these things. There's some sort of ending and beginning going on. The ending is like a relief to you. Let me just do the second. Okay, this is all to do about relationships here. Remember ages ago when I did a reading, I said somebody's going to come into your life and it's going to be like, let's get married really quickly. And it did happen where somebody just sort of said, let's get married. you've got that coming up again. You've got somebody sort of like, let's do this, let's get married, let's be together. I don't know if you want it though. It's sort of like on and off. So I don't know if it's somebody returning from before. I don't know if it's somebody new. I don't know if it's Shannon. But anyway, you've got that same kind of let's be together, we need to be together kind of situation. But getting back to this up here, this first section, medically speaking, there's something to do with the wrong food or wrong medication going on around a female at this time. Now, I don't know if it's you, your sister, your mother, your auntie. It could get worse, whatever it is, but then it's like someone steps in and they go, oh, look, this is showing up in the blood. The iron's getting too high, and I don't even know why I said iron. I just seen the iron symbol in my head. So somebody may have a trouble with iron, and they'll have to stop eating things like meat and whatever if that's the case. Yeah, so medically speaking, I see something that was manageable getting worse through food or medication, and then it reaches a peak, and then somebody looks into it. It's like, this is a doctor, and she says, I found the solution. This is where somebody finds the solution, medically speaking. Romantically speaking, in this first section of cards for the rest of April, I just see gatherings of people, people coming together, chit-chatting, talking about the past, talking about things that were supposed to happen, didn't happen. Is there some sort of anniversary coming up, anniversary of when you were supposed to get married in the past, or an anniversary of somebody's death? Because I'm seeing something like a gathering and talking about something that never really happened, or it's kind of like a painful conversation, but then it's a celebration at the same time. But down here, I have to show you this. You've got the double twos, the proposal, but then you've got the black energy around it. So this is like a gathering. Do you want to come out with me? Let's go out to dinner. There you are sitting there. There's another female here. This could be you, and this is the guy. The double twos is where, like, let's get married, let's get engaged, let's be together. But the eight sitting next to you is like, I don't think this suits me. I don't think this fits with me right now. So it's one of those situations where when that person's ready, you're not, and when you're ready, they're not ready. So that's what I'm feeling there as far as relationships go. So be prepared that Shannon or somebody else might just suddenly flick you a message and say, hey, look, I was thinking about you, do you want to talk? Or I want to come and see you, or something like that. So let's see what was going on the bottom of the deck. Rista. That relative, have they had the baby? Because we got something to do with a pregnancy, a healthy baby being born, and we got a baby girl here. So this is a really nice signal here about pregnancy, the 9 months, the announcement, the father, the child, and then we have the baby girl symbol here in the middle. You got everything here that means twins. Again, you got double threes, you got double jacks. Now, I keep picking up on, if you were to end up pregnant, that you may not have that first pregnancy go ahead, but then the next one, you would have a healthy baby, if this is you. I see underneath what's going on with you in April is this strong desire and this love coming from more than one person. So there's 2 males here. One is very mature with their decisions, hardworking, they're probably all got it going on with their job. The other one, he needs to grow up. he says he wants to do this, but then he doesn't want to do this. It's almost like showing up and telling you, I've learnt my lesson, I want to do blah, 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 and then they just sort of still the same kind of energy. We've got a soulmate thing here. We've got triple jacks here. That's normally about invitations, weddings, birthdays, travel, work-related. This is really, really great. Something you've been hoping for and wanting with work, it's finally all working out. There will be a time where you're deciding to cut somebody out as well. So during the rest of April, you may start doing a bit of soul searching about who's in your life, who do you associate with, who are you willing to take back in, who do you need to let go of. Now, the one thing I didn't mention there, and we're running out of time, but have you gone and seen this half-brother, the half-brother that's got the disorder? Because I feel like that might be a gathering with you and him, and something starting to connect there with you and this brother, because I don't know whether that eventuated, whether you actually went and seen him or whatever happened there, but that's what it's looking like as well, that there may be this connection with this brother-sister kind of connection there. If it's not him, it could be your other brother or your sister or something. There's some sort of family thing I'm seeing there, in a good way, nice way. But there's also something where you're deciding whether to keep associated with this person or let them go. It can be the cousin that introduced you to that other guy. It can be where you're stepping away from that just for a little while, because it's just so you don't want to be in the middle of her and her friendship there and you and the connection there. So yeah, there's something like that. All right, so we'll do yes and no with tarots, because we haven't done any tarots. So we'll give you 3 yes and no's, Crystal. So just think about 3 questions in your mind. 3 questions. Let me just check what's going on there. We haven't seen my dad, but he hasn't scheduled anything yet. Okay. Your cousins had their babies last year, so no one else is pregnant right now. Okay. It can sometimes be that you go to work and then someone says, oh, did you hear such and such is pregnant, they're having a baby or whatever. Or your cousin actually ended up cutting him out. All right, okay. So that's why I'm seeing that black 3 thing. That's where somebody cut somebody out. Okay, so let's do your yes and no's, as well as last final messages here. So first question is sorry, this is not nice, but this is a no. I don't even know if you've had time to think of a question, but this is your messages for your first section here, cutting ties and walking away. But this card actually shows somebody stubborn and holding on here. Now this could be you, or this could be you holding hands with somebody else and walking away from a situation. It's kind of like the cutting somebody out for good that it's done. But it's also about detaching from emotional attachment because of some sort of lies and secrets. We've got the Moon and the 7 of Swords. So this is you removing yourself from somebody else's crap. Not partaking in their lies, their situation. Let's just see what was at the bottom of that deck. The bottom of the deck was still pretty much a no. It was a maybe no. This is wanting something better. This is balancing the situation, and this is trying to make something happen. So it was still sort of a maybe no, maybe yes at the bottom, but I'm going to stick with a no on your first question. So second question, if you've got a question in your mind. If you haven't got a question, don't worry about it. We'll just look at what the other energies are coming out. We have a yes, yes, and a maybe yes. So this is a yes if you did have a question. You got some sort of victory coming towards you. You have something karmic going on. So if somebody did you wrong, you could be seeing them getting karma. Other than that, it could be that something you've been waiting for, it's finally starting to roll. And you've got somebody being very truthful and forceful coming into the picture here. It could be something to do with law as well and work. Bottom of the deck, other messages, we've got some sort of payout money kind of thing going on, or possible surgery around, if it's a female getting operated, because this is surgery and a doctor, this is male hormone. So if it's a female, it's something to do with hormone or thyroid. If it's a male, it could be movement or speech. Yeah, something out of whack, some sort of level. But yeah, in regards to a job, this is usually a payout and a movement and something different. And this is the boss, and then this is you fighting for what's right, what's coming towards you. Lastly, what we have is oh no, these are from the bottom. We have we're going to do top and bottom anyway. If you do have a third question, it's a maybe yes, maybe no, so it won't be answered. You have somebody getting rescued here, escaping to what makes you feel better, and you need to stand strong and make your own decisions about what you want. You also are going to be picking and choosing what you want in your life here. Not everything is going to be great, but there are some good things in there. Your last messages, Crystal, I'll just give you the top ones as well, because you always pay above the fee anyway, so I always give you that extra stuff. We've got the Queen of Cups with the Emperor here. Now this could be you in a loving, happy relationship with whoever he is. I always feel like him with his job, he would be the manager of a business, the owner of a shop or a club or something like that. He can be the father figure. He can be somebody in control. He also could work in police, military, but I'd say that he's pretty high up with the Emperor. So I feel that's you and whoever he is having some sort of conversation. So there's some sort of conversation coming up. I don't know if it's love or work related, money, financial, physical, I don't know. Anyway, that's what we got for you. So I'm going to finish now. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Mama B. Happy birthday again. So Mama B, I'm going to go and sort out lunch. My hubby wanted this thing for lunch. So I'm going to go and sort that out, give that to him, share lunch with him, and then I'll probably go in that other section of the club because there's a few people around here now. I've got to go to the bathroom and tip this tea out somewhere because it just is disgusting now. It's gone cold. Yeah, so I'm ending this now. What was that you just said, Crystal? Where's your message? Where's your message? Your pawpaw had a fourth emergency. Oh, I said about the surgery and stuff, but he's doing well and he will go home tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Remember I kept saying, and I thought it was your father. I thought your father needed surgery or something, so it was your grandfather. Okay, wow. Well, at least I know it's happened, but at least also I've seen a good outcome to all of that as well. So, yeah. But be prepared. If he is going home tomorrow, Crystal, remember what I've seen in your reading just then about somebody might be saying, yeah, I'm not eating this or I'm not eating that, and then when nobody's there, they are. Just be careful about that. I remember my mother-in-law, that she would eat what she was told, she would take her tablets, and then when I would go home, she would get her sister to come there and she would smoke cigarettes, and she wasn't supposed to smoke because she was on the list for surgery, and part of not having the surgery was if she started smoking. And I found them. I found like half of a cigarette where she would light it and take a couple of puffs, and then she would put it out and she would keep it in her dressing gown. And I was doing the washing and I said, you've been smoking. But other things she was doing as well. The doctor said she could have one brandy a night, and she was having more than one. And yeah, and plus she wasn't supposed to be eating certain things, and she sort of got to a point where she said, I'm old and I'm going to do what I want. And but anyway, yeah, so just be careful when he goes home that if there's strict instructions about what he can and can't have, what I'd be doing is going to his house and basically making sure there's nothing in the cupboard that he's not supposed to have, making sure that there's nothing on the floor where he can trip over or anything like that as well. Because I did see something that could represent injury, a fall or something like that. All right, I gotta go. So thank you for joining us today, and I'll catch everybody next time. One cookie almost put him in a diabetic coma. There you go. There you go. So I would be going to his house, making sure there's absolutely nothing in the house that he can get his hands on, even just if he's going to have one little bite or whatever. And I wouldn't even suggest buying cookies that are made with the other stuff, because it's really, really sweet and it will make him want more stuff that's sweet. Because a lot of people that are diabetic, they go, oh, I'm going to have the chocolate bar that's got no sugar in it, or I'm going to have the Coca-Cola that's Diet Coke. All of those things are really, really bad for anyone. You either eat real sugar or you just don't eat it. So it was the nurse gave it to him. Remember I said in one of your readings, I said it's like someone being irresponsible with their actions, like they give something to somebody when they know they're not supposed to have it or whatever. I said something like that in a reading before. I just thought it was the person themselves, irresponsible actions, but according to what you've just told me, what I seen in that reading before, it wasn't him being sneaky doing something, it was the person that was supposed to be responsible. Oh, his sister. Yeah, see, this is what can happen. People that, when they're old, I'm assuming she's old as well, that's what happened with my mother-in-law. I would be there all day looking after her, making her food, making her bed, putting her in the shower, taking her to the doctor. Then I'd go home to do my family, and then I'd go back the next day or the next day and I could smell cigarette smoke, and then I was doing the washing and here it is in her pocket. And I went, where did this come from? And her sister was giving it to her. So as soon as I would leave, her sister would come up there and her sister would give her the cigarette. And her sister had something wrong with her heart and everything, and her daughter had had a double lung transplant. Nobody was supposed to be smoking, and because my mother-in-law couldn't get out and about, couldn't drive a car anymore, she couldn't go and get this stuff. So her sister would bring it there. And then I said to her sister, I said, this is a matter of her getting life-saving surgery or getting taken off the list. And she goes, how are they going to know, you know? And I said, they'll know. There'll be nicotine in her system when she goes to the hospital. And yeah, so anyway, she got taken off the list, and they did a different procedure that gave her about 6 weeks, and the procedure she was supposed to have could have gave her another 2 years or something. So I believe it was because of the cigarettes and the smoking, but I might be wrong. Anyway, I'm out of here, so thank you everyone, good luck with everything, but be prepared, Crystal, it looks like somebody's on the horizon to say, you and I just match, let's just do this, let's get together. It could be Channon coming out of the woodwork again, who knows. I'm hoping that someone new comes towards you and that you have something really nice. Anyway, Mama B, I'll be doing your birthday reading in the next half hour or so, okay? So take care everyone, and I'll catch everybody, I don't know, next week probably. I could be online during the weekend. If we come to the club again on the weekend, I might be online on the weekend, I don't know. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll see everybody when I see everybody. Bye-bye.